Oh, hey, where are we? Oh, crap. Fold. Okay, so we're back. Our original stream cut out when we lost internet connection, and I guess I needed to restart it, which I did not initially. So for the last, I don't know, 20-ish minutes, we've been talking to nobody. But we were basically lamenting. I'm currently lamenting some of these hands where I folded pre and ended up flopping big. Um, that's happened to me a bunch today. I played a little bit on my lunch break. Had a couple hands where I folded pre correctly and well correctly in my mind anyway, or in theory, and then ended up either being way ahead and flopping the goods or would have been behind but flopped the goods anyway. Um, these sites get wild. So yeah, I won't. I can't reiterate my whole discussion because I don't really know what I talked about. But um, been trying to. I've been just with online. I've been trying to find sites that fit with my schedule. That's been a common theme since I started streaming a year ago, and have tournaments that are available at the times I want to play, which is, I guess, my schedule. Low buy-ins, ease of transactions, all these things fit my schedule, fit my bankroll. Um, and I think I found it in Stake and Clubs. So I did say I was working on kind of like consolidating my bankroll, or I guess in a way just trying to play myself off of other sites. So Global, I withdrew some money and played down to zero basically. Um, just having a really tough time with Global. I know I don't want to sound like that guy, but it does seem like everybody just gets there. It just does anybody else feel that on Global? Like if you get it in with Ace King and you flop top pair and your opponent flops a flush draw, they're getting there on you. Or if they flop an open ender, they're just gonna get what they need to beat you. You have an overpair. It's aces versus fives. They're gonna flop a five, or it'll hit on the river. ACR is a little bit of that too, but I feel like for the most part, you kind of realize your equity a little bit more. So whatever. Global, I'm kind of out on right now. I don't have much in there. I'm just collecting the daily coins and whatever gifts I get on Sunday. That's fine. Played myself down to zero basically on Ignition. Tried a few different things. Tried to like satellite it, get we'll just min click it here. Tried to like satellite into like $11 tournaments. I did it. I got one ticket after playing $11 worth of satellites, and then just decided to play a limit Omaha tournament, which was kind of cool. But like the way the blinds go, you could really put yourself at risk if you're not careful. And I kind of wish I just played the lucky sevens instead. But I'm sure we'll play that at some point. Oh, this is a silly defend. Big money. No, flop it, gut shot. And there's no way this is checking through, right? All right. Probably wasted. Probably. So we got to follow the cardinal rules of tournaments, which is big cards rule. I mean, that's pretty much that's the one. Big cards rule. That's the that's the mantra. That's what we need to remember. And in bounties, there's other PKOs and bounty tournaments. There's other small. There's other rules like don't go hard after pots where you're out of position or where you can't get a bounty. Jacks versus tens. So I mean, to this point, this site's been playing pretty normal. Um, I often expect this site to really just be wild, but it's been okay. It's been pretty tame tonight. So Ignition, I don't have much in. I really just play the weekly free roll. I'll see if I can get a few bucks in there over the course of the next few weeks, and then maybe we'll do like a lucky sevens one night. What else? Tried to dust off my last $5 that I had in coin poker, but ended up coming in fourth out of 100-ish players in a PKO I played one afternoon a few weeks ago. I was leaving a job that decided they weren't going to sell the insurance I had to write for anymore. So I was in the process of leaving, and I decided to like sign up for a tournament during the workday, which was no big deal. It's not like I had a lot to do. Signed up. It was 2 p.m. Late reg went until like 3:45, and I'm like, that's probably fine. It's a PKO. See if I can run it up, and if I have the brick around, the bubble, whatever, maybe I'll get a few bounties. And the tournament went like 4.5 hours. I'm like cooking dinner outside on the grill, like playing on my tablet. Like I was good during dinner. I put it off to the side and I dealt myself out. Ended up just laddering up, maybe could have finished a spot higher. I don't know. I should have gotten third, and I should have made another like $20 or so, or $30, but I forget how I was in. There was the short stack. I only had like 2 blinds left, but I had, what did I have? I had like nines or something, and it's like I'm not queens. I had queens, and I'm not folding it, and I get queens all in against like king deuce or something. And he rivers a king. I think he turned a flush draw and rivered a king or something crazy, something stupid. You just saw it coming. And it's like, you win that. Then your opponent has to kind of give up and just get it in with whatever he sees. See, this is what I hate. I can't call it off with fives. Like, it's annoying. But I do this sometimes. I got ace king. I got, it's call, limp, limp, limp. And then maybe like, you got enough to like cover a couple players for a bounty. So you just rip and hope somebody calls it off light. So yeah, we do that. We play exploitative. So yeah. Anyway, so coin poker, I have like $58 in now after trying to get it down to zero. Hey, good problem to have, right? But I can't dedicate a lot of time to that site. There's not a lot of tournaments that play during times I can play. Like they have a couple later tourneys, nothing really like at the 8 o'clock window, and you can't play on an iPhone. So that actually just kind of sucks. And I can only play on my desktop or my tablet because I have a Samsung tablet, so it works on an Android device. It does not like Mac devices or Apple devices. iOS like the mobile version. But so coin poker, I still have some money in. ACR, I got like 90 something bucks in. Because I had some good luck with their on-demand tournaments. Was trying to kind of play down that roll too. So I got money in like 4 different sites, but I've been focusing on clubs and stake. Because I'm like, you know what? These are new sites. I'm not going to dump money into them like I have ACR, like I did coin poker. I put way too much money in effing coin poker. Because I was like, all right, best PLO games on the internet. I'm trying to learn the game. I want to eventually play this game live. So I'll just play the, $25, $50 PLO games and try to run it up and watch all the instructional videos and do some reading on it. And it just gets so stressful. Online cash is just effing stressful. End up like not believing anybody and calling off when I know, like turning the stone nuts and then board pairs or whatever on the river, and you bet, your opponent raises, and then you talk yourself into calling, even though bet folding has to be part of your part of your arsenal if you're going to be successful in PLO. So I don't listen to myself. Um, so I end up losing tons of money in that site. I shouldn't say tons. It's probably a couple $100 I'm down, but I think I did cash out some money, so I got a little bit of it back, and I got $58 in there. So I cashed out. I probably had like maybe 55 in there or something, and I was like, you know what? Let me just take out some money while I can. I'll leave a few bucks. Maybe I can play $1 and $2 tournaments and try to smash one. I just end up playing the all $5, and made some money. Yeah, ace four. Ace four holds, right? Was that a scoop? Straight scoop and a bounty. Wow. I mean, like, I should do the same thing, right? I didn't see how that played out. I don't know if that was an isolation for a bounty or whatever, but we got an all in here, and if it folds to us, we could. It's nasty, but I mean, we're past the late reg period. We have an ace. This guy has a decent sized bounty here. He folds. I think we just gotta keep our fingers crossed that we can isolate. But with two big stacks is probably a mistake. Maybe not though. I mean, the big stacks might just try to scoop with king queen, or jack 10. They're thinking about it. Let's get it. Let's get it heads up and just smash a bounty here. Come on, let's go. Fold, please fold. No, deuce 5. Oh man, there's a lot of bullets to dodge here. Big one. Ace high. Yes. What? Yeah. Oh, what a bounty. And we got a nice pile of chips. We're going to fold, and we have ourselves I can't really leave my feet to do dunks because my kid's sleeping in the next room. But we'll take whatever we'll take that. We'll take that result. Dunks do not count as shots. That was nice. We got a good bounty there. Well, I mean, another complaint about this site, it doesn't tell you what your bounty is. And how do I get that information is the question. Whoa. 875. Oh, because okay. So you start off with 5. Oh, is that right? Yeah, that's right. So 5 for the, yeah. So what your opponents are showing, so every site does this a little bit differently. This is kind of like what ACR does, where I have to remind myself, because I do play like $5 bounty tournaments. So the 2.5, I thought that was like the total bounty and you get half of that. No, what they put down in front of the player is what you're eligible to win, because everybody starts with $5 worth of bounty. So it's 2.5 you can win, 2.5 goes on your head. So that 375, I get to keep all of it. So with this tournament being at 10.5, we're in this for less than $7. Let's get a couple more. And we got a good amount of chips. Late reg is over. So we are currently in 17th. No, that can't be right. I guess it's possible. 17th out of 31. 10 get paid. It could be that this hasn't caught up yet, because we're only on the next hand, I believe. Oh, no. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. We're 17th out of 31. Late reg is over. Again, these are quick, short late reg periods. Usually roughly a half hour. I mean, it depends on the buy-in. Usually the bigger the buy-in, the longer the late reg. All right. So we got a playable hand here. But, yeah, I can see why it would be 17th, because there's still a good amount of stacks out there. Still some, there's really no short stacks at this table. And there's only 2 stacks that were bigger than. Yeah, don't like that. So we're gonna get rid of our king high. Although we would have tried to have gotten in that hand had we had the chance. This lucky draw guy, he's been going. He went for our bounty with napkins. Well, now had we been able to isolate against Queen 10, would we? Oh, we probably still. Oh, we would have. I don't know. I think we would have held there, right? But not against a flush. So this guy is just bounty hunting. So let's make a note of that. We don't need to throw anything at him. We'll just say whatever. We'll put him in red. Hunts for bounties. King 4 suited. What did he call us with? It was like deuce 5 suited. Okay, so yeah, put a bunch of money into coin poker. I'm probably into that side for 200, but I got 58 in there. So if I can maybe get that 58 over 100, I can cash out some more and leave a few bucks in there, do something like that. And if it just happens to be dusted off, we can just be done with it. I don't know how often I'll play that site, but ACR got money in. That I'm okay with that site. It's actually good for streaming. You can always get a game. I was considering playing that tonight. Maybe like pulling a late session. Like they do a 1650 7500 guaranteed PKO that starts at 7:30, but the estimated duration of that is 7.5 hours, which is what, like 3 a.m. or something. And I know I probably wouldn't end up making it that far, but even if you make it past the bubble, it's a 2.5 hour late registration, which isn't horrible. But then there's just so many players because the 7,500, 60, there's probably 500 players and the levels are 12 minutes long, and you start with 100 big blinds. So I mean, it's not the deepest tournament ever, but at 12 minute big blinds in an online tournament is that's a long time. Like sometimes I deceive myself. Like what if I'm playing global, and I play a tournament with a short, like less than an hour or hour-ish late reg period, and it's fairly deep. Like sometimes I'll jump in to one that starts at like 8:30, we'll say, but then you don't realize that that 10 minute blind level can actually start crawling. So if your late reg period ends at 9:30, but you got 10 minute blinds going, you still got 100 people in the tournament. It could take a while. What other sites am I done with? I took all my money out of Bet Online. I just found a lot of it to be inconvenient, and they just didn't have a great tournament schedule for the times I needed. I'll double check it though. Like I really like playing the PKO format, and I think that they have like an $11. I think that's it, and it only runs like 3 days a week. Like what was it? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they do the $11 1K guaranteed turbo PKO. Amazing structure. It's like kind of perfect, but it starts at 8:40, and for whatever reason I rarely get out of the late reg period. It was an hour or like 55-minute late reg, or an hour with the break, and I just could never make it out of late reg. Maybe it's because I was so anxious to play it, and when I did, I just flew off the handle. It also maybe it's part of it's probably it only start with 67 bigs, so maybe I just wasn't playing my stack correctly. But also, you have to have a minimum of $200 in there to withdraw. So, I'm good with Bet Online. I had some moderate success there. Probably should have kept at it, but it just doesn't work for me. And what else? I may or may not use a VPN to play on the GG Poker Network. I will not get into more details than that. I have some money in a site like that. Um, those sites are 500. At least the one I play on is a minimum 500 to cash out, and you need to really verify and scrutinize your account, which I really don't want them to do. I've made a couple deposits on that over the last almost 2 years. We can leave it at that. I have like $10, 10, $11 in there, and obviously will not be streaming that. So I'm done with that. Done with the clubs, like the private clubs where you have agents. I think ace 10 off in this spot is a fold because there's just a shortish stack behind me. Another live-ish stack. Yeah. Now watch, everybody will just call two and flop will come all paint. Not paint for a Broadway is what I was getting at. But an ace in a pot that was min clicked and then just called. Got 4 callers. I feel like I get into pots. I shouldn't, and I make 2 snug folds when I could. I don't know. Yeah, now it's gonna check around, and 10 on the turn. Oh no, but that's still probably a pretty good card. Does bring in diamonds. I don't know. F this hand. So really, yeah, we're gonna keep. We got the money. I think that's all the sites that I've played on recently. Who else? Ignition, Bet Online. It's kind of the same thing. Still got money in Coin Poker. Still got money in ACR. Withdrew from all the club sites. Global, we're pretty much at 0 there and gonna just let it breathe. So that brings us to stake and clubs. And I figure it's great because I can start fresh on both sites. I have not had to make any deposits. Stake gives you like 5 on the day you sign up, and then 24 hours later you get an email to redeem 25, I think. So you got, before you know it, you got $30. I want to say it was just a random Saturday. I was hanging out with the family. It was maybe like a rainy Saturday in the summer, and I don't think we had really anything specific to do that day. And, I was hanging out with the kid. Well, my wife would like clean the cat litter box and do some other house stuff. And we were just watching TV, so I decided to just like check these sites out. Like I had heard, maybe I think watched like Ryan DePaulo or something. And, I don't know where I found out about clubs. Maybe as I was searching for it, that one popped up too. I watched a YouTube video maybe on it. I know Berkey talked about it on Solve for Why or OnlyFans or Only Friends, excuse me. But I might have already signed up for it by then. But I signed up for both sites in the same day. Played a little bit on stake. We got Ace Queen under the gun, min click. But yeah, I think I played on stake mostly that first time. I just played like cash here and there. I might have played a tournament, although it doesn't make sense. I think I probably played the tournament on clubs because it was in the morning that I was doing all this. So I think I did like a quick tournament, and stake I might have played some cash and like won a little bit. And clubs didn't give me that. Did I cash in the tournament? I might have cashed in that first tournament I played, but for very like a small amount of money. But it got money in the site, and they give you the 50 cents a day or whatever. So I tested them both out, and within a couple weeks, I was cashing money out. So I think I'm up. That's a real interesting flop. Not a lot of kings. I mean, this is just. I think we just have to get into check call mode or just check and see what happens because there's so much that beats us. Oh boy, do we just like put? I mean, I think we got to throw something out there and hope nobody has a jack. I mean, we just got to call. No flush draws. We cannot. There cannot be a flush, and now we got a boat. So if he has a jack, he's probably gonna call. He's got a mountain of chips. I think we just have to jam and hope that he has to psi call. Yep, bingo. Oh, wow. I mean, you got to go big in this game. You gotta go big because there's bounties at stake. Oh, weak sauce. I was closer that time. Yeah, we're gonna fold that. Okay, though, we got some chips. Boy, that what a run out with ace ace, where we flop like the flop was just so straight draw heavy and big that there was so much that could beat us. All right, so we got jacks in the small blind. We have some stacks that are live and we might be able to scoop a bounty from. All right, so it folds to us, and the two stacks to our left are smaller than ours, so we can make it a little bit bigger. We might have to type it in. Come on. The chat messages are like pre-written. Okay, I was really hoping for a jam. That's a fantastic flop for what we have. I don't think we need to be shy about betting. We'll just bet 6. And let's hope somebody has ace 9 or, yeah. Okay. All right. We're good. Come on. Oh, that's terrible. Really though? Oh yeah, we're gonna throw. We're gonna. For what? I have an overpair. What am I gonna fold for 4 big blinds after he rips? Should I? I mean, I can't. What am I gonna check that flop? I'm calling anyway. Get like some people just. Really troll. Ugh. Maybe a little bit of a tilt play. Come on. Nope. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe. I mean, what am I supposed to do with jacks there? I got the perfect flop for it. I can't fold it. Oh man. Well, before we can fold this and then check out where we are. We're paying 10. We're in 18th out of 21. It stinks. We were probably in a money position before that jack's hand. Troll. We throwing poop for. I mean, you just had to rub it in with the quads too. I don't even care. Like that's not even whatever. Good for you. You got quads. I was beat with the set. I mean, and I even said we're good, right? I said we were good when he called or when I called, whatever. I bet he jammed. I called, right? Like what was he up? What was he upset about? Was he gonna beat quads? I don't think we need to. I think we can. Oh wait, how much time left in our next level? 2 minutes 45 seconds. We had a couple hands until the blinds. I don't know that we need to get crazy with ace high there, ace 3. Of course, it'll come out all diamonds or all wheel cards. No, that's fine. That's annoying. One thing I noticed too about I don't know. I keep wanting to talk about stake and clubs, but I end up talking about other sites. But so yeah, other sites I was depositing money and not really cashing out a lot, cashing out here and there, big, but like not really anything consistent. And then I put more money in, and then cash it out, and then I lose, but I lose what's left, and then I end up costing myself in transaction like crypto fees. Which I'm sure there's a better way to do it that I just don't know. But I end up paying fees on wallets like PayPal or friggin' Coinbase. Cash App was great, low fees, but some of these sites like flagged it, so you can't like deposit or withdraw money to it, which stinks because it was like half the fees were like half of what PayPal is. But anyway, clubs actually just let you cash out to like a debit card because it's technically sweeps coins you're redeeming. So I have it go to PayPal through a PayPal debit card, I think, or maybe checking my checking account. I don't know, but it doesn't take very long. Um, their schedule is also pretty cool in the fact, at least the tournaments that I'm interested in. They kind of alternate. Like Stake has good options for me at 30 past the hour. So like real quick, well, they got like this one at 8:30. They run the Bounty Blitz, which it's like $3, 3.2. So again, a lower fee. That's pretty good. I mean, if I'm gonna play, oops. I mean, if I'm gonna play the 8 p.m. Bounty Brawl on clubs, it's $2. I might as well play a $3 bounty on Stake. But that's at 8:30. And at 9:30 is when they do the PLO bounty tournament. So I was trying to sneak into that one. And clubs has good options like on the hour, like they do but I only end up really playing one of them. They do the nightly 8 p.m. bounty brawl, and then at 9 p.m. is like the 9. I think it's the 9. I don't know. I'll have to look. It's like maybe it's the nightly 11. Is it the reconnect? The nightly 22. It's a little rich. I mean, I have money in there. I have like $130 in there, and I've cashed out at least 50, maybe 100. I don't know. Did I cash out 100 on both? I might have. I should probably just cash out some money on clubs because I only really I play the 50-cent tournaments if I have like a break or something in the middle of the day, and then I play the I play the $2.20 bounty brawl. I don't need more than $30 in there. Probably I should just take the $100 and make sure I just have it. And if I dust the $30, I'll just wait a couple days for some sweeps coins to get in there and either play a bounty brawl or play some 50-cent ones and hope I just like chip up a little bit. I mean, I got nothing but time, right? Between Stake and clubs, I'll have money in one or the other. I mean, I don't have many chips left in this because of stupid Jack's hand. This guy's probably gonna get felted before I do. I mean, good for you. You flopped a set of nines. What do you want from me? Places paid, player position 17, 10, 18. So we're in 17th out of 18, and 10 are paid. We're down to 2 tables, it seems. We're on the button with with 4.3 bigs and 7-4 suited. Next level is just under 6 minutes away. I don't know. I mean, maybe if it folds to us, we consider getting it in with 7-4. We can make some hands, or we could get the other. Oh, man, it really did fold to us. I know you got to think someone's going to come after us. I think we got to wait it out. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the worst flop for us, but it's a gut shot. It's fine. Can you ask for anything better? I do still kind of hope it folds to us. I don't want like the whole table trying to get my bounty. That's actually not bad. it's not bad if everybody else, like, he's a big stack, right? If everybody else just says, "Oh, the heck with it, I'm not going to go up against a big stack for this bounty," and it's not like my bounty is like huge. It's $3.75. We got an all in. I mean, we have to be all in, right? Come on, ace, king. No, it's gonna be black, isn't it? No, what? I don't win. Eight's full. No, how did I get zero there? Oh, set of threes. I did not. Wow, that's unbelievable. Not unbelievable. I didn't see. I just didn't see it. I saw the percentages and I was like down. I saw it at zero and I was like, wait, who beat me? Okay, so I need to work on that. Um, what did we get? We were a prize. That was the prize, right? 375. Oh, prize meaning like the payout. Like, okay, I get it. What's next? We got money left. What do we have? 13. Do. Well, why not play a bounty blitz? We're not too far. Only eight minutes in. We got, you know. Hey, why not, right? We'll still have $10 left after this. If we brick this out in the next hour, we could. Um, oop. Am I not in? Oh, why doesn't it? So like, um, oh wow, this is a real blitz. Holy crap, we only have 20 bigs. We're only 8 minutes in. What is the structure in this? Probably should have looked. Do boop 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 boop. We are in 20th out of 41. There's 8 places paid. Late reg is over in 6 minutes and 43 seconds. So yeah, this is only like a 15-minute late reg. That's a cool thing about this site. I really do like it. I know there's probably some players out there who would be miserable with that, but you know what? Let's get to the point. Let's get going. What is wrong with tournament starts at 8:30? Everybody shows up at 8:30. I Seems very simple to me. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think some sites and some rooms do a little bit too much to cater to players, which I know sounds stupid coming from a player, but sometimes you just got to figure out a good structure and just let the players do their thing. And if they don't oblige, I don't. Then tough nuggets. We'll get them again tomorrow. So whatever, 20 minute. Well, what's this? Six is like a 15-minute late registration. Call 8, 9, 10. We gotta bet it. We gotta bet it. It's a little draw heavy, but we're good. Oh yeah, shot tracker. I don't know. I need to make it. I need to make. You're gonna think I'm getting closer to the hoop, so I can actually like make one, but it's really just so it doesn't like make a really loud noise. All right, we got one. We got one. Give me that. Give me that ball. My two viewers caught it, right? Hey, 33%, 333 put you in the Hall of Fame, right? Unfortunately, it's the wrong Hall of Fame. So yeah, so actually that's not a bad. Now that I think about it, so steak and clubs, steaks and club, uh, club steak clubs steak poker. I want to. I we were talking about it. 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30 are great tournament options, in my opinion, for stake. I mean, heck, at this rate, if we're gonna late reg is almost over. If we end up not making a deep run in this one, or I guess it could end before then. This must be 5 minute blind levels, 5 minute intervals. Let's see. Payout structure. Yeah, they're 5 minute levels, and they go up. They go up fairly quick. So yeah, these tournaments won't really last much longer than an hour. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 are the best, are really good options. So we'll try to get into the PLO after this. We should have enough money, right? We wanted to rebuy this. Hopefully we make it to 9:30 because we only have 17 big blinds, so we might have to pivot, but we'll see. Ace deuce, no good. So yeah, so we'll do that. But when we do streams that start, say at 8 o'clock, we'll try to stack it and stagger it so that we have on clubs we do the $2.20 bounty brawl. That can be exciting, and that can often go till like a little after 10 o'clock. So that could just be our whole night. Or if we end up breaking that around on or around 9 o'clock, then we can enter the nightly 22. We'll be careful with that. We don't want to just buy, just spend our whole bankroll on $22 tournaments. But hey, we'll get there when we get there. And then they do. They have a few 10 p.m.s. Oh, they must have just added that. They have 3 tournaments that start at 10. Usually they stagger it pretty nicely, or they stagger it. They don't have they don't have multiple tournaments at the same start time. But they have the $100 100 sweeps coin Hustler Casino Live free roll that we can enter any time. But that starts at 10. This is clubs we're talking about. They do a 55 cent or 55.55 sweeps coins, $50 guaranteed. Nightly six max. A nightly six max, so that should get about 100 runners. That's not a bad one either. It's a low buy-in for we could win a few bucks. 3-3-3-3. Oh, this stinks. But we're last to act. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Nope. Check fold. I mean, great odds, and maybe it checks around and we bink a turn, but that's a real dangerous board. So even if we do bink a turn, we'd have to be careful, and we're not going to, so that's fine. And then the third 10 p.m. tournament option on clubs is, and maybe it's just because it's Friday, but this is what's going on tonight, and we do a lot of streams on Fridays. 4.4 sweeps coin or $4.40, 200 guaranteed bounty brawl. So that's pretty cool. The bounty brawl is usually 150 for $2. So this is twice the money, but not quite at twice the prize pool. But that's okay. I mean, it'll get big. Oops. So yeah, so clubs, that'll be a good stream night too. We do like an 8, 9, and a 10 option, and we'll just kind of see how we feel for the 10. Like if we bubble or don't make anything in the 22, we might only want to play 55 or free roll. We might only want to play 55 cent or free roll, but I bet more often than not we'll play that $4 bounty brawl. That's kind of what I'm hoping for 10 p.m. So maybe they'll consider moving that up. I would love that at 8 p.m. because 2.2 is cool, and you get a good field. You get a real soft field there, and I won it, and I think I came in second 2 nights in a row, or maybe that's a different one, but I would think it was that tournament, second 2 nights in a row, and I made a decent amount of money off of that particular buy about that particular tournament. Oh, dang. 6 was good. Oh, we got a break. Oh, it's an add-on break? Oh, this is an add-on. Oh, that's cool. I gotta start like looking at these structures. Oh, I didn't even see it. One rebuy, one add-on. We didn't need to use a rebuy, did we? We almost did. Add-on break will start after all current tournament games finish. You will be able to add on. So anybody who's in the tournament is in. 10 places are paid. We have 44 left. Add-on price 2.2. Yeah, we kind of have to. We get 33 big blinds. 2 and 2. Okay, so really this is a we'll call this yeah, it's an SC. We'll call it, well, whatever. We don't. So it's really 5.4 we're in for. So we're in for 5.4. Did we get any bounties? How was only 50 cents? Where is the tournament lobby? So the buy-in's 3.2. The entry fee. So the bounty's only $1. Which means that the payouts must be pretty significant. Well, compared to the buy-in anyway. So first place is over 60. Yeah. 4. Boo. 10th place kind of stinks. Well, we'll see what we're left with. So really, you don't want to mid cash in this. You really want to make like, yeah, the top 5, top 6 is really any kind of real money. I would love to smash the first place there. We could get a nice boost to our bankroll, but whatever, we'll take whatever. So we're in tonight. We're in tonight for probably like 7 plus 5, but figure $13, right? So like 6th place would be a good goal. We're in 24th out of 43. Nothing to sweat. We got 47 big blinds. And it's $5 blind levels. So, okay. So this should take us to 9:30. And then we have another 5-minute break coming up. So we're going to get going in just under a minute here. But then we'll have a 5-minute break in 5 minutes. And we will take this break. We've been going right through, even though there was a pause there due to some technical difficulties. Yeah, why does clubs have all the good tournaments later on at night? Are they catering to the West Coast? Stay tuned. Find out more at 11. I probably won't be streaming that late, but maybe. I considered some ACR tournaments to play late tonight. But we got a big weekend. We got little Tiny Tyke soccer tomorrow, but then we got to do some shopping because we're gonna have some people over for a nice little breakfast, football breakfast essentially on Sunday when the Patriots play the Jacksonville Jaguars. In London, the site of my wife's and my honeymoon. Mine and my wife's, our honeymoon, whatever. We were there almost a year ago, and would love to get back one day. It might be a good idea. I mean, the Patriots play in London not all the time, but they are usually in the mix, and they want to be in the mix for those overseas games. I mean, they went to Germany last year. They did London. I'm trying to remember when they did London before then. Was it like 2018 maybe? I know they did in 2012. I know they did in 2009. They were one of the first, like, they were probably like the third game out over there. But now they do like 4 London games or 3 London games, a Mexico City game, or like they did Brazil this year, and they're going to do a Germany game. Or I don't know if they will this year. They probably will, but they seem to have about half a dozen games now they play overseas in Europe. Or even in Mexico City. So, like, reasonable to think they'd be in the mix for a London game every couple of years. So my wife and I should plan a trip to go out there and go see the Patriots, but spend like a week out there. Maybe take the kid by the time, maybe by the time she's like 5, 6 years old. She could go with us now, but I don't know. How old does your kid really have to be to go to a football game? And how are NFL games in London? Are they tame? They seem tame. I mean, but I don't know. You go to a soccer game over there, and it's anything but a cozy situation, right? So I don't know. But I feel like football games, like NFL American football games over there, have to be a pretty good environment. So maybe when she's like 10, I don't know, or whatever. We'll go over there and we'll bring my mom to watch her, and then the wife and I will go to the NFL game or whatever. We don't have to go for a full week. We could go like Thursday night, stay Friday, Saturday, or all day Friday, Saturday. That's what we should do. I should full day Sate off. We should go. We should take an overnight flight on a Thursday night. We'll land Friday morning. We'll just stay awake all day. Um, we'll stay awake all day, and we'll get on their time so that we go. We'll go to bed 8 or 9 o'clock Friday night. It'll be a long day, but who cares? It's London. It'll be fun. The weather's nice enough to walk around. It doesn't get super freezing there. It doesn't get really warm, but we'll do that. We'll then Saturday will be our day of like after a full night's sleep. We can like go out and we can do touristy stuff. Get a nice meal. Um, get our time in the city and get acclimated, get rested, and then they play the games over there at what time? It's like 5 hours ahead. The game kicks off, so 2:30 their time. So yeah, so then Sunday, boom, get up, have a nice breakfast, get out to the stadium, see all the festivities, watch some football from 2:30 to 5:30, and then you can go. And then it's London, man. You could by 6 o'clock, you could be out. You know, could be out mingling amongst the people, play a card game, see a movie, see a show, whatever. What a day that could be. And then maybe Monday we do, a little relaxing, fly back Tuesday. Be back at work by Wednesday. Tuesday would be the travel day. So really that's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's like 4 days, right? 5 with travel. Okay, let's go on break. We're yammering about London football. We are in 23rd out of 37. We got a little ways to go here, though. We have 35 bigs and with 10 paid. So let's try to chip up. Let's keep an eye out for bounties. I don't think we've won any bounties to this point. Where are we? Now we're still stuck with our original bounty. So we will see you. Oh, break hasn't even really started, so that's good. So we'll see you in 5. We are back for you NBA fans. Orlando is beating Philly 87-76 in the fourth quarter. I'm assuming that this is still preseason because the Celtics start on Tuesday, and I believe that they would. I mean, it is my belief that they would kick off the season. It's a mess in here, and it's all my fault. I got like boxes of equipment because I just switched jobs, but I get to keep some of the equipment like the monitors and the keyboard and the mouse from the old job. So I just need to find a place for it in the basement, and I have to do that tomorrow because we are having guests over on Sunday. So, all right, let's try to run it up here. We're in the 75 SC guaranteed Bounty Blitz progressive. We're just going to call it the Bounty Blitz. Yeah, we're 24th out of 37 with 35 big blinds. We have about 15 seconds left in this level, and then I'm sure things will start to get a little bit more interesting. We do have a shorter stack at the table. We have not obtained any bounties. We did not have to rebuy. We just added on, so the rebuy time is done officially. So certainly after this hand is over. That's what I like about these tournaments. They're no BS. It's what I kind of liked about, we don't need to get into too many details about me VPNing into sites. I don't do it a lot really anymore. There was a stretch when I was getting back into online poker where that was my main place that I played nightly. But my schedule is a little bit different. My kid went to bed at a different time, maybe like before 7 o'clock because she was an infant. So I was free to play, like the 7:15 p.m. daily turbo that they do with maybe a $20 buy-in. It just was a good time, and usually it was good. It was a good start time, and it was usually over by 10:30. And it was always a game. There were a couple days where it didn't run that were really frustrating because you'd think that was, I guess we're playing on an international site that I'm not technically supposed to be playing on, so they're not really catering to my time zone necessarily, but there are people that live in that time zone that can play, like in Canada or South America. And their tournaments run around the clock, so... But there were a couple times where it just didn't go off because it didn't have enough runners at the time. We'd usually, even if we had the minimum, I think the minimum was 5 players, even if we had that, it'd still get a good amount. But it wasn't like, I forget the guarantee, I think it was a $10, it was $10 buy-in, but it's like a $600 guarantee, so you're not getting more than like 60 to 70 players anyway. Maybe you'd get 80. But that was like my jam. And I'd want to win a little bit doing that. But then I lost it all because I realized that you need 500 in there to cash out. So I'd buy in for like $100. I did like a $100 buy-in tournament, and I rebought to it, I think, or something. Or it was like, I forget. It was like $100 buy-in with $100 add-on. It was like a 2-day tournament. I'm like, why did I sign up for this? This is so silly. So dumb. It just didn't end up. I can't. The money's just going into that side. It's not coming out unless I win a big tournament. Maybe not even that big, but you cash for enough, and then they look at your account, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm never getting that money anyway. But it is a good site. If it ever becomes a thing in America where we can play within the international pool, that probably won't happen. But if that ever did, then I would play on that site more. I would, for sure. I probably ACR still has its purpose, but I'd probably cut out a site or two. But I don't know. I really like Stake and Clubs because they're no bull crap. There's no like ridiculous 4 hour late registrations. If they are, I haven't seen them. Most of the tournaments are like 15-minute to an hour late registration period, and you're in the money within. I mean, this tournament started at what, 8:30, 8:30, and we're down to 34. We have 34 players left. That started 35 minutes ago. I'm in 25th. Was 10 paid. And it's a bounty, so we can hopefully make money along the way. 64 up top. 10th place is basically a break-even proposition. Maybe lose a little. Well, if you're going to make it that far, you probably would have gotten a bounty, so that's the reasoning why the payout is low. But top 3, man, you're making $25. Yeah, that's great. This tournament's not going to last more than an hour and a half, I don't think. It's a turbo. I can't believe the way I went out of the bounty super stack. I thought I had it. I'm like hitting trips on the river. I'm like, yeah, because I'm looking around. I'm looking for the other big cards. I'm the only one with a king, so I see a king on the flop. I'm like, oh, we're in great shape. It, but then I see the king on the river, and I'm looking around. I'm like, well, there's no set. Eights doesn't have a set, and I didn't even see the threes because it was a friggin' in the window. And I'm over here celebrating for that 4 seconds, Yeah. And then I'm looking at the percentage. I see 0. I'm like, that has to be wrong. That's wrong. Is that for like a side pot? Like, what's that? Nope. Nope. Set of threes holds up. I was basically drawing dead. I needed to hit runner, and I didn't. I hit flop river. If I do, if we end up playing this thing, if we end up making a decent run in this, and it takes us closer to 10, I might call it and then go play clubs on my phone. I really want to play one. I kind of want to try out the. I gotta look it up on here. I'll have to sign into clubs here on a different screen. Why? Why is it doing that? Give me a smaller. It like when I minimize it, or when I go to like the mid-size browser or whatever, the smaller browser, it like makes the thing bigger and wants to put it on my other screen. So whatever, clubs. You have to. That is a minor complaint of the club site too. That you have to log into the desktop site. It's all browser based. There's no like app that you download, which is fantastic. It's just all in a browser, which has to be easier for the site to maintain too, because you're just maintaining a website versus like an app that like you own. Like it's a fantastic setup, and all the features are there. I mean, it's basic, but it presents very well. But anyway, clubs. You have to go on the desktop site to see what the late reg period is. I can't just get that on my phone before I sign up for it or before the tournament starts. Once the tournament starts, then it switches from registering to late registration and tells you how much time is left. So I guess if you want to do it where you don't sign up, you just wait until the thing kicks off, assuming it's going to go. You could tell if it's going to go by the amount of people, but assuming it's got enough players, you just wait for it to start. You miss the first hand, and you see, like, okay, late reg goes a half hour. I got time to play this because I got to be somewhere in 2 hours. But if you see the late reg is an hour and you have somewhere to be in 2 hours, maybe you pass on it, But tell me that on the mobile device. I can't get that. On the desktop site, by clicking on there's like an info button to click, and it includes the late reg, but it doesn't but I don't even know where to get it now. It's like hidden. Even on the desktop site, they don't make it apparent. Like, where is it? You have to click somewhere. Re-entries available. Come on, clubs. I mean, I'm going to have to showcase your site one day on this thing. It's like somewhere you got to scroll to. Tournament starts 10 p.m. It usually gives you break 55 past the hour. It doesn't. I can't even find. Whoops. Oh, so blinds must like double on this. Because I was wondering, I'm like, oh man, we're done with. We just had an add-on, and we still have 45 bigs, and then even like 30 the next level. But yeah, they're getting down there fast. So let's see if we can scoop a bounty while we can. 910's not going to do it. We're in 24th out of 27, 10 paid. Let's hope we can get ourselves as deep into it. Maybe we can get ourselves to 930 and try the Omaha for a little bit. Seven's full of fours. Wow, we were ahead going into the river with 10 high. Why does it do it? See, like, this site is... So we're over here. Okay. This site is not great with settings. Every time I log into the mobile site, I have to update. I have to switch to big blinds, big blind view for my stack, which isn't as easy as clicking a button. You have to go into like a different page to do it. And then I have to reconfigure the table skins, the table themes, which is annoying that I have to do that. I don't want to have to do that every time, but whatever. And it's not like super necessary, but I feel like it does help me to be able to. I can see it easier, see the game easier on it with green. All right, so this is going to be this is going to be the hand. I can't believe I can't find. I mean, I do believe it, but why can't I find the late reg? Maybe it's not even on the desktop site, or maybe I have to expand my browser. Fold, disk fold, doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Maybe we'll just get everybody to fold, and we'll just chip up a little bit. Yeah, they're going to go for the bounty, right? 10-6. That's perfect. That's what we wanted. We wanted somebody to see, like, okay, here's my thing with these bounties on clubs and stake. And I'm going to speak more for clubs because I think I've just done a little bit more on clubs and been a little bit more successful. I've had success with both, but I feel like overall it's been slightly better on clubs because I play I play one thing on there basically. Nowadays I do. I would play when I wasn't busy at work. I'd play like the 12 p.m. like 8.8 sweeps coins, 200 guaranteed. That's a good one too. Cashing that a couple times. Sometimes the payouts are like they only pay out 3 because it doesn't hit the guarantee, and they might have like 40 players or 29, 30, 40 players, but they only pay out 3 players, and it's a massive payout because it's a big overlay. Anyway, Ace Jack suited in mid position. I think it's probably worth a min click if we don't face a raise here. And then just see what happens, what transpires. Kind of hoping he wasn't disconnected because that could be in play. He just calls. He wants our bounty. Okay. Beautiful. We bet it. Not great. We might have to go into check call mode. He really does want our bounty. So we can make a small bet on the river and just really hope that blocks him. I think we're still good, and we are. Yeah. Great. Ace four. I'm actually glad that it's ace four. Oh, we got to. We'll get back to my evaluation of the sights. Oh, that was terrible. Trying the hook shot, and it just my bad form. These are Marcus Smart type numbers. I shouldn't say that. I'm being harsh. He's not even on the Celtics anymore. We don't talk about anybody who's not in the room, not in the building. Okay. So my evaluation of these sites, we'll talk about clubs and tweak it a little bit for stake. Clubs. I feel like for bounties, especially the small stakes bounties, which I think is all I played on there. If you play a sound strategy where you play a snug premium range, and you assume that your opponents will be getting in light, and so you play that style where you kind of do the opposite of what the table does, and for the most part, the players are getting in light on that site. It's a cheap buy-in. It's a short-ish. I mean, the late rich period's like 45 minutes in the bounty blitz, so it's decent. But it's a cheap buy-in. Players plan to fire off multiple bullets. I think that the one I won, I fired off 3 bullets. Whatever, it's a couple more bucks, and if you make it deep enough in the tourney, the bounties become so big that it'll cover like one. A couple bounties will cover the difference. Oh man, at least this site retains the look and feel, the themes. It just keeps moving my seat. Annoying, but where am I? We're in 5th out of 24 with 10 paid. We're in a good spot. We have a lot of similar stacks around us, but I mean, we're in 5th place. So we only have 18 bigs, which means there's going to be a lot of stacks going in very, very soon. So this is a format. This is a turbo format, but it's like the blinds just keep almost doubling at every level. I'm fine with it. Let's do it. I mean, this site's smart. They put the good tournaments on at 30 past the hour, and they set them up so that you still have time to buy into the next one, even though there's a short late rich period. So yeah, ace queen. We want to see some players go out. We don't want to see this start to dwindle down, consolidate a little bit, because we could probably fold everything for a little while. We have an awkward stack size of 18.5. We're in 5th, so we could kind of fold our way into the money. I feel like, what was our 25th out of 24? We fold without doing much. We're going to be right there, like when the bubble's around. And the way these tournaments go, we could probably just slide into the money because players are just going to lose their minds going after bounties. So we're in a good spot. Let's keep it that way. But on clubs, where you're going to find if you play like a snug tight range and you get it in good, but with good solid premium hands like ace queen suited or better, 8s are better, and maybe some hands like king queen suited, maybe some suited aces in there to mix but for the most part you're getting it in with 8s plus, ace queen suited plus, all ace kings obviously. And if you play that kind of strategy, you could probably get away with only playing those hands, only playing them in position, and just get figuring out a way to get it in pre or like on a flop. Sometimes on a flop, but if you play those types of hands, you will do well on that site. Why is my webcam? Ba-do-do-do. Oops. Oopsie. Did you lose me? We have deuces, and I'm going to fold all my small pairs right now and suited connectors. Um, okay. Oh, I hate having to do this, but we have to delete and re-add. Ow, that was loud. Oh. Okay, why is this not happening? What did I do? Yeah, that's annoying. Well, I am here. I don't know what I did to go dark. I don't want to sign off because I feel like I feel like I'd be leaving you guys. Well, we'll say this: if we can't get the video back up, we're not going to play a tournament beyond this. So, um, we will unfortunately probably. I mean, yeah, we'll end up skipping the pot limit Omaha bounty. We'll have to save that for another night. That's a good one. If you run pure, you can do really well in that because you're seeing a lot of flops. If I think, I think you do, or I think you're supposed to. But yeah, well, whatever. I'll just after this is done, I'll sign off, and I'll go play the 10 p.m. bounty on clubs while watching some TV, I guess. So we're not going to be done with this. We're going to try to go. We're not going to just go for any and all bounties. I think our focus is kind of shifting to getting in the money. We are 6th out of 21. We're not. I feel like there should be less players by now, but okay. So we lost a player there. 21 left kind of makes sense. We should be getting another player, right? Or maybe there's only like 18 now. 20. We're 6 out of 20. Why would my... Oh, this is very frustrating. It's like every few times I play, I'm starting to get in the groove with the streaming, and then we get technical difficulties. And you know what? I don't want to waste my time if I'm just going to sit here without a screen or without a webcam that's able to work, or I have to like unplug it. It's probably what I need to just do: unplug it and plug it back in. But that's silly. All I did, like the thing, I don't know, man. Oops. Fold. Yeah, it's still not working, right? Is there something wrong with the camera? Probably not, right? And now it's not even turning on. Yeah, and now I finally am getting like a couple viewers. Well, I already had my viewers, but I was up to 3. Somebody else was watching. I don't know. It is pointless sometimes. Oh, webcam. Watch, I'll probably win this thing and it's gonna be the dumbest stream because I'm not on camera. That's the spirit, right? We're in eighth. We're in eighth out of 18. So we have 9.3 bigs. We're in a money spot, but odds are we might have to like chip up a little bit here in order to survive this. And we might cost ourselves some EV, some ICM, whatever, to win the thing. But I don't know. We can hold on for a little bit because stacks are going to have to go in. The blinds are going to go up in a couple minutes, and they've been like doubling every level. Blinds, we're at 1,000, 2,000, and it's going to go to 1,500, 3,000. So ace queen wins the all in. We're down to 18 still. We're in ninth. King deuce is not what we're holding out for. I really don't get this Streamlabs thing. Do we try to scoop a bounty? Is this silly? Is this stupid? We got to be beat, right? Let's just go for it. Oh, man. Deuce? Okay. Yeah, we didn't... We probably could have folded that. That wasn't what we wanted. That, did we get a little overzealous there? Or have we just given up on this night because I don't have a working webcam? I don't know what happened. This is so silly. I saw the thing freeze. I had a browser up in front of my screen. It froze, and then I decided to just like go play with the settings just to see if I could like unfreeze it somehow, like jog it, toggle it. I don't know. Shake it loose. And now it's just gone. Now it's just disappeared. I can't get it back, and I'm annoyed. And I'm going to go all in with King Queen and hopefully hold against Jack 10. No 8. All right, we're still in this thing. I'm fist pumping. I also should be shooting, which I probably will anyway. I'm probably going to make it, and you guys are going to be like, yeah, right. I'm gonna go like layup underhand style. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, perfect. It landed on my other desk. It's probably a good spot for it. King Jack gets knocked out. That's good. We need players to go out, and we're gonna stop getting stupid here. Somehow we're still in ninth, and we got ace king, so we can't not go in, right? We're not still ninth out of 18. That's got to be updated. Ninth out of 17, I guess. Well, we got a couple players we could be. Okay, maybe this guy calls. Maybe the big blind calls. Maybe we isolate against one of them. Fold. Oh, come on, greedy. Let's get a bounty here. Come on. Oh, seriously? You have one blind left. It's good for us, I suppose, but we want that bounty, man. It's too risky, really, to go for that, try to isolate the small blind. We don't have enough chips. We kind of have no choice but to fold these threes, especially with another player entering. We're in 6 out of 10. There's 17 left. Hey, look at that. Toronto is beating Brooklyn. This is so crazy that I can't, like, why can't I get my screen up here? Why can't I get my webcam up? Why is it not on? Like, what have I done to you? The power is on, but it's not, like, it's disconnected. Did I hit something? Oh, these are my headphones. What did I... I was hitting my headphone volume like that was going to do anything. No. Wow, Queen 10. That's huge. Scoops 2 all-ins. That's so big. Wow. Oh, and I got aces. Come on, aces. Hold. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on. No 8. Oh, you got to be jerking me. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It just, yeah, we're down to 14 players now, and that's just incredibly frustrating. Wow. Wow, is that frustrating? It was for a bounty, a small bounty, but a bounty nonetheless. A bounty and like enough chips to really just like sail into the money. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. We should be chipping up it. We should be hitting the money and chipping up and laddering up, and now we just have like less than 2 blinds. It's super frustrating. Like you see the first 2 cards come out clean, and then boom, before the flop's done, that third card just hits you right in the mouth. Maybe we flop a straight. No, we don't. Eight on the turn? No. This is so gross. We're 12th out of 12 with 10 paid. I don't know if we got a bounty along the way. I really don't. Oh, this sucks. It's like, okay, we're just calling it off here. We probably aren't ahead. 12 out of 10. I don't know that our hand's going to get any better. This is annoying, but I think, like I said, big cards rule, and we could, I don't know. We probably live. 4s, ace, 8, jack. Okay. Oh, my. It's just so brutal. That was brutal. I don't know. I don't have much else to add there. We were having a pretty fun night. We're getting some bounties, and yeah, they broke our table, so they must be down to the final table and the money, all that. There's how many players left? I don't know. Eliminated, eliminated, eliminated. Now they're down to 10. Okay. Well, I don't know. The next time we'll be streaming, I can't. I won't. I'll probably have to restart here. But what's the point if we can't see each other? So remember, don't get mad. Get even. Thanks for watching.